Hey guys, it's Julia, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my 2016 Bookish resolutions. Just letting you guys know, on my other channel I did do a full New Year's resolutions video, so if you guys want to check that out, I'll put it in the link down below. But for now, I'm going to be talking about my book-related resolutions for this year of 2016, so I'm just going to get right into it. So my number one New Year's resolution is probably the most common resolution on BookTube, or on Bookstagram, or in the Bookish universe, and it is just simply to read more. This year I didn't have a bad reading year, but my year wasn't fabulous compared to a lot of booktubers or Instagrammers, and I know I shouldn't compare myself to them, but obviously I do because that's what people do. We compare ourselves to people and it just happens. But I was so close to my goal of 50 books on Goodreads. I was like at 46, I think. I was at 46 books and I was going for 50, and I was just so close, and I was just thinking if I could have just pushed myself a little bit more, I could have gotten my 50 book goal. So this year I've set that 50 book goal again, and I'm going to try really hard to reach it. My second bookish resolution for 2016 is to buy less books. This year I bought so many books, so many unnecessary books. Part of it might have been the fact that I got a job at a bookstore, but still, I bought so many books, and compared to the amount of books that I read this year, it's not a good ratio. So this year, I am going to try really hard to read the books that I have and to buy a lot less books, if any. Obviously, I will end up buying some books because I'm a weak human being who is around books a lot of the time, and books are beautiful things that I love to collect, and they're not a bad thing to collect, but I think I can save some money by just reading the books that I have, because I literally have like 100 that I haven't read and that are just sitting on my bookshelf, like on my TBR. My TBR keeps growing and my bank account keeps shrinking, and I need to kind of reverse that, I guess. So my third New Year's bookish resolution is to expand my reading vocabulary, which made a lot more sense when I wrote it down, but now that I'm saying it out loud, it just sounds kind of weird. What I mean by this is I want to explore more genres that I haven't tried before. I tend to stick to the same genres of books. I like contemporaries, and I like fantasies, and I like kind of depressing books. And those three kind of books are the three that I always gravitate towards when picking a book to read. So this year I really want to try out reading some different books, like maybe some sci-fi, maybe some romance, maybe some classics. You know, there's so many different genres of books that I haven't even tried reading in such a long time that I could be missing out on so much just because I always gravitate to the books that I always tend to read. So this year I am going to try and read as many different new genres of books as I can, because I just want to get the full experience of genres and book types, because that sounds fabulous to me. My fourth bookish resolution for this year is to write more reviews about the books that I read. When I first started BookTube, I A, read a lot slower than I do now, and B, actually did reviews for every book that I read. So if you go back into my deep depths of my YouTube 2 years ago, you'll find a bunch of really badly worded reviews. Time passed, my BookTube became more of book tags and bookish activities and things like that, and less about the book reviews. Partially because sometimes book reviews aren't always the most requested things, but also just because they are a lot of work because you're creating a lot more original content. I think that just doing book reviews are a really good way for yourself to just kind of take what you've learned from this book that you've read and write it all down on paper or on your phone or something like that, and just kind of take a moment to review it and let it settle in your mind. And for me, I really need that, because sometimes I definitely just zoom through books and then completely forget what happened, and I'm not afraid to admit that because it happens all the time. But that is something that I kind of want to rectify. So I think that writing reviews and possibly posting more reviews, obviously I'm not going to post every review I write because I don't want like a huge thing of reviews. I just want to write a bunch of reviews and kind of just refine that reviewing talent, I guess you could say, and just get good at it and just write a lot, because the best way to get good at something is to do it a lot. And my 5th bookish resolution for 2016, and also my final resolution for 2016, is to unhaul some of the books that are cluttering up my room and my bookshelf. I don't know about you, but I have so many books on my bookshelf that I just have because they're books, not because I'm ever gonna read them, just because they are books and I like books and they're sitting on my bookshelf because they're books. But I don't need all these books, and there might be someone out there who would love these books. I just think there are better places for some of the books that I have, because some of the books that I have, I will firsthand say I am never gonna read, and I'm just keeping them for the fact that I kind of hoard books. So this year I'm going to do at least one book unhaul. So those are my bookish resolutions for 2016. I know a lot of them are really typical booktuber resolutions, but honestly they're typical for a reason, because we all need to do some of these things and we all know it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to check out my normal resolutions, you can click down below where I will have the link to my other channel and my other video, and I will see you guys in my next video as well. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!